Man, let me take a sip of this water before I start this video. And folks, where do I start in this video? Listen, man, sometimes I wonder about this guy. Sometimes I wonder if this damn dude is on drugs. Like, I wonder if this man just had a fentanyl overdose. I wonder if this man been snorting some of that Tyson Fury cocaine. Sometimes I wonder about this guy because it's folks, some of the stuff he say, you have to sit and you have to think to yourself, is this really a rational thinking human being? Some of the stuff he say, I actually agree with. Like, I agree with Fred's take on black fathers. You know what black fathers need to be doing in the house, and black fathers need to be a part of their kids' life. Like, I agree with that. You know, I agree with that 100%. And I agree with his take that, you know, we shouldn't be tearing up our own neighborhoods. I agree with that. To me, that resonates with me, and I get that. Because, you know, in my own town, I actually saw a riot, and I saw black folks tearing up their own stuff. I saw that. So, you know, I agree with Fred on some of his topics. But it's just that some of the stuff, like, for example, Al Haymon. Okay, so I listened, and why in the hell did I subject myself to listening? I hadn't listened to a Fred Hawthorne video in a long time. But I listened to the video, and some of what he said with Al Haymon, I agree. But, and I gotta say okay? Here's the thing, man. Al Haymon not the only person that bought a bunch of money that wasn't his. See, Fred, the white guys, they do it all the time. White guys take money, get money from people that's not theirs, and they spend money that's not their own. So it's bad when Al Haymon do it. Al Haymon doing what every other businessman do. Al Haymon is doing the exact same damn thing. He doing the same thing. Bob Arum do it. I mean, and if you're gonna talk about Al Haymon, then why you not talking about Eddie Hearn? Getting all that damn money from DAZN. Got all that money and didn't even make the fights that DAZN really wanted. They gave Eddie Hearn, I don't know, they gave him what, $500 million, $300 million? You don't talk about that? I mean, I don't know if Al Haymon able to get somebody to give him $1 billion. I think that's a damn genius. Somebody get $1 billion and they ain't got to spend a penny of their money. Hell, they smart as hell. Whether he lost the money or not is not his. I don't know, Fred, is anybody giving you $1 billion? Like, I gotta ask that. Is anybody gonna give you $1 billion? Are they? Help me understand. Because I'm not trying to like downplay. Like, I think your story it's actually it's a pretty amazing story. If it's true. Like you said, how you took an unemployment check and you flipped that unemployment check and you turned that into an 8-figure real estate portfolio. Damn, that's amazing. It's what you do when you set your mind to stuff. Or, you know, I mean, you know how you ran. You ran for, you know, city council in your old town. You didn't win, but I mean, still, you know, many of us ain't gonna try to run for no seat in city council. Ain't nobody gonna do that. So, you know, your aspirations are you know, they're cool. Or the fact that you made 2 movies. You made 2 movies. I mean, yeah, the movie about, you know, Elijah Muhammad, I didn't agree with that very much. Okay? I didn't agree. I don't think some of that happened, but hey, you took the time and you produced 2 movies. I think that's amazing. However, your take on black people, like, ever since you had Jason Whitlock on your show, ever since you had him on there, I swear, man, it's almost like Jason Whitlock talked to you behind the scenes, and just, man, ever since then, you've been real anti-black. Or you've been coming down on black people here, but you won't do it to the white guys. Isn't that something, man, how Eddie and Barry Hearn can get all that money from DAZN and don't pay these fighters like they're supposed to pay them and don't make the fights, but you don't have nothing to say about that, right? And then moreover, you're saying, well, you know, Al Haymon, these guys ain't fighting nothing but, you know, barely fighting once a year. It's fighters in Eddie Hearn's stable that's barely fighting once a year. Did you forget about that? And hell, your buddy, Bob Arum, your friend, he got fighters in his damn stable that hadn't even fought this year. When the hell are you gonna talk about that, man? Like, see, it don't bother me that you have vitriol and you have criticism of black people. That don't bother me. What bothers me is that you don't have criticism for these white guys that's doing the same thing. That's my issue with you. It's not that you criticize us because, my God, I don't agree with everything somebody black do. When they mess up, they mess up. You gotta say. But it's not just black people making mistakes. It's not just us. And your vitriol always comes out as anti-black hate. That's what it feels like. Fred, I used to have a lot of respect for you. I've lost all of it. I used to have a lot of respect for you. A lot of it. It's no more. What little respect I had for you is gone, man. And it's not even at the fact you're criticizing black people. It's the fact that you won't criticize white people. You won't criticize them, Fred. You won't even think to do it. Fred, did you talk about Josh Giddey? Fred, I mean, damn. Did you talk about Dana White, Fred? Because your boy Whitlock and Stephen A. Smith and Uncle Tom Shannon Sharp, they didn't talk about it. Stephen A. Smith talked about it, but, well, Dana White's a good guy. First sign that a black person doing something, you, Stephen A. Smith, Jason and Whitlock, Malik Andrews, you guys, y'all go balls to the wall. Y'all go head first when it's somebody black. You act like Al Haymon is the only mofo that's using other people's money. Are you serious? So Al Haymon the only one that's using other people's money. Man, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here with your rhetoric and your knowledge. Get the hell out of here with that shit, Fred. Dude, and it's almost like people are targeting you on sight. Like, I didn't quite understand when Kenny Porter, when he hit you. But then when I look back at some of your old videos, now I know why Kenny Porter hit you. Fred, you saying that the man is no good for his son. That's that man's son. How did you think he was going to receive you, man? After you made video after video after video about this man's son. Did you think he was going to be happy to see you? Did you really think that it was going to be kumbaya? No, Fred, you went on YouTube, you made videos about this man's son and about him being a father to his son. Now I get it. When I first saw it, I was like, dang, man, Kenny, that's wrong. No, I get it now. I'm 100%, and I still don't agree with Kenny doing that in public. But I understand why he did it. And then when Kenny Porter, salute to Kenny Porter, when I hit him up and I said, Kenny, for real, man, like, why you doing like that? Kenny Porter explained. He said, Coach, what would you do if it was your son? He said, Coach, this is my son. This is my legacy. You can't disrespect a man's legacy and expect a man to not want to put hands on you. He said, Coach, it was just too many videos and I couldn't take it anymore. I lost it. I lost my cool. That's what Kenny Porter told me. Amazing. 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 Like, just absolutely amazing. Isn't this crazy? The black father, right? You want the black father in a kid life? Well, Kenny Porter was in his son's life. Isn't that what you want? You don't say nothing about these white fathers, man. They be in their kids' life. You don't say nothing about them. That'd be aggressive, man. Aggressive. Kenny Porter's a black father. A black father in his son's life, and you criticize that. Wow. Wow. You won't criticize these white boys. You just won't do it. You don't have you don't have a care in the world to criticize these guys. You won't criticize Bob Arum. I mean, hell, Al Haymon only got fighters that fight once a year. Or less than that, Bob Arum got fighters who ain't fought in 2 years. But I forgot Bob Arum, your friend. Bobby's your friend. So you're not going to talk crazy about Bobby. Bobby Arum is your friend. Oh man, I can call Bob Arum whenever I want to. Is that a fucking badge of honor, Fred? Like, is that a badge of honor to be able to call Bob Arum when you want to call him? This man done cheated many fighters. Hell, Bob Arum still owed Floyd Mayweather money. This man done cheated hundreds of fighters, if not more. But Al Haymon cheating these fighters? Al Haymon doing it? I mean, you ain't got a damn thing to say about Eddie Hearn cheating these fighters. You don't have a damn thing to say about Eddie Hearn taking all that money from the zone. It wasn't Eddie Hearn money. Kathy Duva, they did the same thing. You know, they're promoters. They don't spend their own money. They've been good at spending other people's money. That's what they do. All promoters do this. Al Haymon ain't the first person to not spend his own money. You make it seem like Al Haymon robbed these people of $1 billion. Al Haymon pitched a sales pitch and they gave it to him. And moreover, I got to ask you this. How do you know that Al Haymon is a failed businessman? What do you know about Al Haymon that we don't know? Because damn, the dude been a secret to the world. I mean, we know about he was, doing Motown and, like had singers. That's really all you know. You don't know what's in this man's pocketbook. You don't know what's in this man's finances. You don't know what's in this man's pockets. You don't know. You don't know every business that this man got. This man got a lot of different businesses. Fred, you don't know. You making a blanket say maybe he's failed in boxing, according to you. Maybe he failed. But is he a failed businessman? A lot of businessmen, they failed. Yeah, Donald Trump went bankrupt at one time. Hell, he's still in business. Is he failed? Bob Arum damn near, went broke with Top Rank. Did Bob Arum, is he a failed businessman? It was a time when Top Rank wasn't doing so well. Golden Boy lost Canelo. Is Oscar De La Hoya a failed businessman? Like, we can't have one set of rules for black people, Fred, and then have another set of rules for non-black or for white people, non-blacks. Why that is? Like, why is that? See, any respect I have for you is gone. I had a little bit, but now it's all gone. It's gone. And I get what you're trying to communicate. I get it. And I wouldn't have a problem with what you're saying if black people wasn't the only people you criticize. It's like, brother, you criticize anybody, and it's like, and people in your comment section, they picked up on that. They picking up on it, Fred. They picking up on it. And then you start wondering, like, dude, Fred, you black. People don't care that you got an 8-figure portfolio, Fred, because when they first see you, you are black. That's what they see, Fred. They don't see that you're different from the rest of us. They don't see that. Fred, you're black. They see your black skin. That's it. And I guarantee you, if you try to act in incapacity, if you try to do what they do, who you think the police are going to arrest if they see somebody? Fred, they're going to come to you. They're going to come to your black ass. And they're going to get you, Fred, because you're no different than any of us. Fred, you might have more money. Fred, you might even have more houses and more cars. Fred, you might have it all. But when they see you, I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how many cars you got. I don't care how many accomplishments you got in your life. I don't care They see your black skinned Fred.